Welcome back to Brother Wolf, Sister Moon Divination. Hello, my dear fellow spirit workers. I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to talk about mantras. So, mantras are associated with Eastern philosophy, Hinduism, and Buddhism, and they are powerful tools for grounding, for protection, for healing. So let's go through some of them, and they're very easy to employ in your day-to-day life. And we've talked about this sitting in traffic, at your desk at your office. You can quietly chant this to yourself in your own mind. And if you're in a safe space, you can chant these out loud. And the repetition of mantras is part of the secret. And so let's get into it. A very powerful tool from the very ancient sage wisdom of Hinduism and Buddhism. Mantras. Mantras are like little keys that unlock focus, calm, and clarity. They could be ancient sacred sounds or modern affirmations. What matters is how they resonate with you. So let's take a look. Traditional Sanskrit mantras. These are often used in meditation and spiritual practices. Om. Om, the universal sound said to represent the essence of the universe. Gayatri Mantra, the revered Vedic chant for wisdom and enlightenment. Mahamriti Unjaya Mantra, a powerful chant for healing and protection. Let's take a look at some of these ancient Sanskrit mantras. Om, often called the primordial sound or the seed of all creation. It represents the essence of the ultimate reality, consciousness, or Atman, the self in Hindu philosophy. It is not a word with a strict translation, but a sonic symbol of the universe itself. Gayatri Mantra. This ancient Sanskrit mantra is a prayer to the sun deity, Savitar, asking for illumination and insight. A simple interpretation might be, may we attain the excellent glory of Savitar, the god, so he may stimulate our thoughts. It is a poetic plea for wisdom and enlightenment. Mahamriti Unjaya Mantra, sometimes called the death-conquering mantra. It seeks protection from physical and spiritual harm. A common translation is, we meditate on the three-eyed one, Shiva, who permeates and nourishes all. May he liberate us from the bondage of death, like a cucumber severed from the vine, but not from immortality. Powerful and deeply symbolic. Let's take a look at some modern mantras, which we can also think of as positive affirmations, right? We often ruminate on things, focus on the negative, and we are always having this internal dialogue. So why not replace some negative cognitions with some positive ones, right? So here are some modern affirmations. I am enough. This too shall pass. I choose peace over worry. I am becoming the best version of myself. So how do mantras work? Well, whether spoken aloud or silently repeated, mantras help us to calm the nervous system, improve focus and mindfulness, rewire negative thought patterns through repetition. So let's bring some neuroscience into this story. So mantras aren't just spiritual poetry, they actually have fascinating effects on the brain, and this is backed by neuroscience. So what happens in the brain during mantra practice? Neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity boost. Repeating mantras can strengthen neural pathways, especially those related to attention, emotional regulation, and memory. This is because repetition helps reinforce specific brain circuits, much like practicing a musical instrument. Brain wave shifts. Chanting mantras like Om has been shown to increase alpha and theta brainwave activity, states associated with deep relaxation and meditative awareness. Stress reduction. Mantra repetition can lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase oxytocin, which promotes feelings of trust and connection. Improved cognitive control. Regular mantra meditation enhances areas of the brain involved in focus and self-regulation, such as the prefrontal cortex. Auditory and emotional resonance. The vibrational quality of mantras engages the auditory system and limbic regions, which are tied to emotional processing. This may explain why certain sounds feel calming or uplifting. So what's going on here? So why does this even work? The rhythmic repetition of sound occupies the mind, reducing mental chatter and allowing the brain to enter a more coherent, focused state. Over time, this can lead to better emotional resilience, enhanced mindfulness, even improved sleep quality. So I hope that you will use some of these techniques and try out one of these mantras or discover your own. And over time, you will see how this can really help. So let's do it. Let's do one right now. So one of the ones that I love is the Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. And you're going to take a deep breath. Let it out. And try it. And I believe you will feel a lot better. And as with anything, just like the analogy of learning an instrument, the more you practice, the more you'll see how much it can really help you and change your stress levels and overall mental health. You know, mental health, emotional health are directly linked to physiological health. And we've talked about this, the work of Candace Pert, Borisenko, Pelliatier, Deepak Chopra, speak of this body, mind, emotional connection. Okay, so with that, I say to you all, be well. Use your mantras. And as always, God is love.